I'm Barbara Gregorich, author of Research Notes for Women at Play, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Although author might be the wrong word, I guess you could say I'm the compiler of or the editor of these notes. Most of my books originate with an idea, and I keep mulling the idea over in my head for months or sometimes years before I finally come up with a plot line and characters and begin writing the book. But the 3 volumes of research notes came about in a totally different way. I had promised all the research notes that I used to write the book, Women at Play, to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. And so when it came time to get those research notes together to drive to the hall and donate them to the library there, I had 5 file cabinets full of papers. This was before the days of internet research. As I was going through all the files, it suddenly dawned on me that all the notes from items and articles and interviews or anything having to do with the years from 1875 to 1925 were in the public domain, and I could, if I wanted to, publish them. And so, because I was experimenting with independent publishing, I thought, why not? Then I had a second thought and thought, well, who in the world is going to be interested in research notes for a book that covers 100 years of women playing hardball, 1893 to 1993? So I thought about it for a while and I thought, well, yes, some people would be interested in it, baseball researchers, people interested in the story of women in baseball, English teachers for certain who teach how to write the research paper, maybe people who are studying sports journalism even. So I went ahead and started on what would become volume 1. Originally, I thought it was going to be 1 book, but then I thought that for ease of use, it really should be 3 volumes so that you could open the book and use it rather than having the pages fall over because the book was so heavy. Each of these 3 volumes is under 200 pages and will lie flat so you could take notes on my notes if you want to. In any case, I went ahead and published it. It was excruciating to come up with a design for all the citations and everything inside, although readers tell me they're very pleased with it. So I published the book and I was even happier than I thought I would be because even more people than I thought would be interested in research notes ended up being interested in research notes, including people, for instance, who studied the fashion of women sports clothing. And I get notes from such people and I find it heartening and also amusing. So, like other writers, I have some books that are more successful than other books. That's just life. And I always thought that research notes for Women at Play would just be a labor of love. It wouldn't be very successful. It would just be for a few people who were interested in such things. But as it turns out, I was wrong. The book sells very steadily and has for 12 years already. And I'm just amazed and gratified that people enjoy reading my research notes and benefit from them. And also, it was a great way to clean out my file cabinet.